Hey guys, Cody from Southeast Softwash. It's Saturday, January the 2nd. We usually have a family tradition of going shooting on New Year's Day. Rained us out yesterday, so we came out here to the range today, and we have expended some lead out here. We've wasted a bunch of lead getting the boys some trigger time. Let's let you see who's holding the camera here. The original OG Softwash gangster. He's been out here shooting, so we'll let you guys see some of our guns that we brought out here today, and then at the end of the video I'm going to show you the quickest way to waste about 30 bucks. So stay tuned for that. We'll try to make it a quick video. So hey, don't get dirt in my magazine box, guys. I got this magazine box, well, that's what I call it, at Academy Sports about 2 months ago. It's a Pelican vault. You could put anything in there really, but I use it for magazine storage, loaded mags. So if I ever say, hey, something really bad happened, to go get the box, they know to go get this box. It's got all of our loaded magazines in it. So this is kind of my battle belt setup. We've got SIG VTAC on this side, 9mm with a Trijicon Type 2 Surefire X300 on there. I've got the most trigger time through this gun. Had a custom-made holster for this gun. So the guy that made this is in Auburn, Alabama. His business name is Reign Tactical, R-E-I-G-N. If you guys need any custom Kydex work, he does a really good job. One of the cool things about him is everything he makes is double layer Kydex. So there's actually 2 layers here instead of just one like a normal holster. So it's very rigid, and I really like this style for on-duty carry. Then we've got, you know, spare mag, rifle mag usually goes in there, but I just put that mag here in this gun, which is my, so this gun and this gun are kind of my babies, right? I've got the most trigger time in on these two. We're way into the thousands and thousands of rounds on these guns. So I've got other guns over here that I like better from an aesthetics and a, hey, that's a nice gun perspective. But as far as if you made me pick up a rifle pistol combo and told me you're about to get in a gunfight, this is what I would be seen with. So this is an LWRC direct impingement gun. They're kind of known for gas piston guns, and we do have one of those. I've got a gas piston gun from them, which is really nice. But there's nothing wrong with the direct impingement system if you keep it clean. Now, I think it was last week while we were off for the holidays, I broke this gun down and cleaned it for the first time. I've had this gun, how long have I had this gun, Dad? About 3 years?
I think longer.
2 or 3 years. Never cleaned it. So my cleaning is, I'll take this thing out. It's got a nickel boron coated bolt. I'll wipe the bolt down, lube it up, stick it back in. So I finally broke the thing down and did a detailed cleaning on it, and it was nasty. Got everything, like I got electric toothbrush and hot water and degreased everything and then lubed it all back up. So it's back kind of to good to go status. But just a testament to the build quality from LWRC. Never had a failure, and I know I'm at least at 7,000 rounds from the time I got the gun new till that cleaning. So very satisfied with that. Never failed me. The only time it ever had a problem was a failure to fire, which was a dud round. It was just a bad round. So we loaded that bullet into another gun. It wouldn't fire either. Definitely hit the primer, you know, solid primer strike. So this gun, you know, I just love it. It's perfect on me with the sling. I can come up. I can get a really quick sight picture. We've got a Surefire light here on the side. Trijicon 1-6. Low power variable optics is kind of the bee's knees if you guys are just now getting into rifles and stuff. It's 1 power, a true 1 power, so I've kind of got a red dot. I've got a 0 magnification red dot, which is where I keep it at, but then I can cam it over to 6 power pretty quickly and get out to some distance. So it's just really nice. Now my other gun here, we'll look at it. I've had this one about 6 months. It's an LWRC as well, and a little bit more expensive than this one. It's a piston gun. Got a Surefire light on it also, with a Night Force 1-8. So really, really nice optic. The only thing I don't like about this optic is the eye box is a little smaller, so you kind of really got to be centered up there. It takes a little practice to know exactly where your cheek weld needs to be to get behind this optic and get a good sight picture. This one is a lot more forgiving, so you don't have to be right behind it, or you get a bunch of scope shadow on this one. This one you don't. So, but it's a really nice one. It's 1-8. Night Force is premium stuff. This is a really nice one too, but the piston impulse is different. I really like the gas. So another option, here's here's Dad's. So as you can see, we're pretty safety Nazis when it comes to like muzzle awareness and trigger discipline. Keep your finger off the trigger, keep the muzzle in a safe direction. This is Dad's gun. This is the same exact thing as this. He's just got some different furniture on his, and he's running a ACOG, which is a fixed 4-power, really nice, lightweight. You know, it's not very heavy. These guns are just, I don't think you've got as many rounds through yours as I do mine, which is probably about 1,000 rounds or so.
Maybe 1,000.
1,000 rounds, but it groups really nicely. So it's just a good patrol rifle. That's a good setup there. What else we got back here? In the shotgun category, Benelli M2, had this one a while, really nice 12 gauge semi-auto shotgun. And then if you can't get enough of Benelli's, there's a Benelli M4. Same thing, these M2, M4 is the same gun. M2 is inertia driven only. M4 is, Benelli calls it an Argo, A-R-G-O, that's our auto regulating gas. So it's gas plus inertia. Theoretically a little more reliable. A lot of competition guys will lean toward the M2. This is going to cycle more crappy loads basically than an M2. So I haven't had this one that long, but I do love, I'm not a huge shotgun guy, but I love to keep a couple of good shotguns in the kind of in the safe, so to speak, so that we've got that option if we need it. It's good for the boys too. Y'all like shotguns? Tell me why you like shotguns, Micah.
They're strong.
It's got a lot of oomph on it, and they're not that bad to shoot, are they? So were you guys scared to shoot a shotgun, you know, when you first picked one up? Because it's loud and it's got some recoil, but after you put a few rounds through it, is it that bad?
That M4 is not as much of a kick.
Yeah, the M4 is going to have a little softer recoil because it's the way the operating system works. So pistols, we've got a few pistols out here. Got this one. Dad's got a Glock 19 on his side there. Got some other pistols here. That empty magazine out of the way. So here's kind of, this has been my everyday carry pistol here for about the last 10 months. You know, again, there's better pistols here, but not one that I just connect with as much as this little SIG 365 XL. It's got the Romeo dot. I'm not super stoked about the Romeo dot, but it hasn't failed me yet. And we've got a bunch of rounds through this thing, way a lot of rounds. Haven't really cleaned it. It's a nice size. It's big enough that you feel like, hey, I've got a gun, but it's small enough that you can carry it and forget about it being on you. I'll carry this one in the shop while we're working, and it's not obtrusive, right? So XL, and then a standard SIG 365, just the regular version. This is the one I kind of try to get Emily to carry this one, but she's not about that life. We've been working on her for 20 years now and ain't got her there yet. I don't know if there's any hope. We've got a FNX 45 tactical, so big honking 45 here. Got big magazines, 15+1 capacity. It's a Type 2 Trigicon on there with a Surefire X300. This is a big gun. It's snappy too, so I like it. I bought this from a buddy who was selling it, and I don't think he ever shot it a whole lot, so it's basically a brand new gun. I got several good, you know, FN mags for it as well. So the only thing about it is that gun really needs a battle belt built for it, so it's got a dedicated holster, dedicated mags, and all. I hadn't gotten around to doing that. Let's see what else we got. Beretta LTT. So this is a Langdon Tactical. If you're not familiar with who that is, it's Ernest Langdon. This gun's been out, I guess, about a year, maybe a little longer. Beretta. This is kind of what the 92 should have been from day one. This is a G model. All the LTTs are G models, which means it's decocker only, so it's not a safety. It's just a decocker. Really crisp trigger on this thing. Very crisp. Smooth double action. The reset is, it's got a little bit of travel, but it's smooth, and then on that single action brake, it's just amazing. So been wanting one of those for a while. It's a good carry gun. It's a little heavy though, so here's my dilemma. As much as I like this, and it's a nice gun, I'm being careful not to muzzle sweep Dad, I don't really get anything extra out of this that I can't do with this. And you know, it's just like, this is double the price. You know, it's nice, but it's not doing nothing for me. The gun is there to serve a purpose for self-defense. So really not, you know, it's just nice to have, but I'll probably never carry that gun. There'd be no reason to over the SIG. Last but not least, this is Dad's favorite. So Wilson Combat EDC X9, pretty jam up little pistols. Glock 19 size. It's like a 1911 and a Glock 19 got together and had a baby. This is what they would have. So with the extended mag, we've got an 18 plus 1, so 19 round capacity. Single action trigger on this thing is what you would expect from Wilson Combat. Really high quality machine work on this. This gun fits your hand, or fits my hand better than anything I've ever put in my hand. But that don't really mean anything, guys. You know, go to the gun store, and I spend a lot of time in the gun store, and you'll hear people, oh, it just fits my hand good. Don't matter. The question is, can you pick that gun up and hit stuff with it? You know, the TV remote fits my hand. Lots of things fit my hand. This one fits my hand. They all basically fit in my hand. The goal here is to be able to make accurate, quick shots and reliability. Of course, the Wilson is going to be pretty reliable, but it's an expensive gun, and I don't have enough trigger time yet in that one to say, yep, I'm swapping to the Wilson Combat, even though it's what I would like to say. It's going to be hard to kick that SIG XL out of its top spot there for everyday carry. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're about to go home. It's getting dark on us. We did a couple of videos here. We may roll in some footage of the boys and shooting, but they were getting a little bit silly, so I had to rein them back in. Dad, give them your thoughts. What do you think? Out of everything we've got out here, your Glock there, you struggle to hit with that Glock.
I struggle.
Pick up that Wilson, and you were popping with it.
I love that gun.
So basically, you need that as a Christmas present next year, right?
I'm gonna get me one of them. I just don't know when. But that, yeah. And I've shot a lot, guys, and that gun there, I don't know. It just fits me very well.
Yeah, there's a. I'll say this here. Hold the phone for me, Micah. Can you do that without goofing it up too bad? There's a big difference in a gun collector and a shooter. Okay. I'm trying to fall in that latter category. I want to be a shooter. That's why I spend so much money on ammo, because especially right now, ammo's crazy. It's hard to find ammo, but practice and rounds and getting your reps in where you can do reloads, you can do malfunction drills and stuff. I'm a shooter. So if you're a collector, that's fine, but you know, it'll sneak up on you and you'll mess around and have a collection. But there's a difference in having guns at home in the safe, having a gun you can't really hit with, and then finding one and really putting the trigger time in so that you're competent with it. So yeah, it's a hard thing. It's like that SIG right there. Even though that's only about a $600 pistol, it ain't really nothing special. It's just like that one connected with me, and I can hit. I'm scared if I sold that gun and went and bought another one, the same gun, that it wouldn't be like that. You know, that it'd be like that far off out of the box, and I just have to live with it.
The only other gun that SIG Legion I got from you, and that gun, it shot very well for me.
That was a 226.
The only thing, it was hard to carry.
Big gun.
Because it's big.
Big full size gun.
So now I have that problem, you know.
Yeah.
But that Wilson right there, yeah, I believe there's gonna be one under the Christmas tree. It might be one.
Might be sooner than that.
Before Christmas tree.
Well, let me let you guys run. So real quick before we go, I'm gonna show you the quickest way to blow 30 bucks. All right, so Micah, put your ears on. Make sure the boys have their ear protection on. I'd be safe out here at the range, don't we, gentlemen? Here, Dad, I'll let you hold it, because they might freak out. Okay, guys, if you're into ARs, be very diligent about running your safety. I put my safety on even between mag changes. I like the ambi safety because it helps me to do that a little quicker. Safety. I take my safety off with my thumb on this side. I put my safety on with my finger on this side. But just be careful about the safety, especially if you're running a bunch of kit out here on the front. It's not hard to snag that trigger, put a round in your foot. So here we go. Here's the quickest way to burn 30 bucks.